It's late at night, and the terrifying attack in the woods is finally over. Inside the quiet Finch house, the local doctor is carefully setting Jem's broken arm. His younger sister, Scout, steps out through the front door. She walks onto the dark porch, looking for a quiet place to sit and catch her breath. But she isn't alone. Tucked away in the deepest, darkest corner of the porch, a man is sitting silently in a chair. This incredibly shy, quiet man is Arthur Radley, the neighbor everyone calls Boo. He is the person who stepped out of the shadows to save Scout and Jem from the man who attacked them. Scout knows that Boo has stayed locked inside his house for 15 years. She understands that bright lights and sudden attention make him feel completely terrified, so she deliberately chooses to sit with him in the dark. She realizes that showing true kindness to a friend doesn't always require grand gestures. Sometimes it means simply sitting with them in the shadows where they feel most comfortable. Nearby, on that same porch, a very tense conversation is happening between Scout's father, Atticus, and Heck Tate, the town sheriff. Atticus firmly believes that his son, Jem, accidentally killed the attacker in self-defense. Because Atticus values honesty above all else, he insists they must tell the whole town the absolute truth about what happened. Sheriff Tate corrects him. Jem didn't kill anyone. The attacker was killed by Boo Radley, who was desperately trying to protect the children. The sheriff refuses to arrest Boo. Instead, he plans to write a false report. He is going to tell everyone that the attacker tripped and fell on his own knife, keeping Boo's name entirely out of the story. The sheriff knows exactly how the people of Maycomb would react if they found out they had a local hero living right down the street. The moment the secret got out, every well-meaning neighbor would march up to Boo's door to thank him and bake him a cake. Soon, his home would be completely surrounded. For a man who has spent 15 years successfully hiding from the outside world, this sudden, friendly attention wouldn't feel like a reward. It would feel like a terrifying punishment. Atticus listens to the sheriff and realizes he is right. He agrees to keep the secret, choosing to protect Boo's peace of mind over strictly following the law. While honesty is a good rule for everyday life, true justice sometimes requires adults to hide the truth if it is the only way to protect an innocent person from harm. Before they leave, Scout gently takes Boo by the hand and leads him inside the house, giving him a chance to say a quiet, safe goodbye to Jem while the boy sleeps. Then she walks Boo back out the door and down the dark, familiar street toward the Radley house. He steps inside his own home and gently closes the door behind him. Scout knows he will likely never come out into the outside world again. Before walking back to her own house, Scout stops on the Radley front porch and physically turns around to face the street. Looking out from the shadows, the neighborhood looks completely different than it does from her own front yard. Scout realizes that from this exact spot, Boo had a perfect, uninterrupted view of her and Jem growing up over the years.